Turn me around, keep pressing on, 'cause my soul is heavy now.
What is the deal, man? What is going on? What is happening, man? You are back for, I say, impromptu, whatever State of the Nation rundown show, whatever the case, man. We here with some news. It's not breaking news, right? We some hours late, but it is what it is. We ain't got to be the first to the party. We just got to get the right information. But
for real,
Tom Telesco has been fired, dog. That's bro. I'm giddy. I shouldn't be happy, bro, but I don't know why I'm happy. I'm happy about it.
Well, after I saw your live yesterday, I can see why you were so happy. You said he had to be held accountable too.
Thank you, bro. Like, we've been talking about this, and everybody in the chat, salute. You already know, man. We already know what we're gonna do, man. First and foremost, man, we got some rundown graphics in this bitch, so we're gonna go ahead and do it funky. But right at the end of the day, man, we've been talking about it, bro. We talked about it on Tuesdays, Sundays, however you want to slice it, right? Tom Telesco needs to be held at least somewhat accountable for the way the season was like played out as well. Right now,
yeah.
By all means, bro, he had more success than AP. He had more success than AP just based off like what his job entailed, right?
But draft picks, bringing in Christian Wilkins, I get that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, there were failures in there as well that kind of, definitely made you scratch your head. And before we continue, man, I got another one of my dogs in the building, man. I think it's the first time y'all sharing the screen too, man. My dog Mike Avelli in the building as well, man. What's going on,
up, man?
Dog?
What's going on, brother?
How y'all doing?
Man, chilling. I think this is the first time you meet my dog Cheeto, man.
I think so. Yeah.
I follow him on IG, but I've never interacted with them in person.
Yeah.
Definitely make that connection, man. You already know, man. Definitely make that connection.
Yeah.
And we about to watch Cheeto's team. Hopefully they don't get stomped out today, bro. I want to see a good.
What's up with negative energy?
It's not even negative. I want to see a good game, bro. I want to see a good game. Your quarterback scared me though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your quarterback scared me.
Me too.
Who's your team, boss?
Notre Dame.
Yeah. I forgot. Hey, this is an SE fan right here too. So I
Oh
forgot.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I should have noticed. I didn't even see the hat.
I
should notice the hat.
Real quick, man. Before we continue, bro, like I said, we got some rundown graphics, so we're gonna go ahead and get it cracking, man. So before we continue, you already know we got to go ahead and start with one of the most important things to the show, man, which is roll call, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Dominique 5 in the building. Gotta give a shout out to the chat, everybody that's in the building, tapping in with everybody. And look, if you here, giving me a like, giving me a subscribe, do the same for my brothers on screen as well, man. So go ahead, let's grow that community, bro. Let's go ahead and keep everything strong. But Ja in the building, man. What's going on? Tom Brady cleaning house, 100%. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Raider Way, man. What's up? What's up with you, bro? What's the deal? What's the deal? Neek says, I love it. Clean house. Telesco didn't do shit but draft Bowers and JPJ. How you call yourself a GM and you not aggressive and don't believe in trading up? Hey, bro, there are people that don't. We're not the only ones that feel this way. Okay. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Now, if they would have gave him another year, I would have grinned and bared my teeth. I would have said that. I would just be like, all right, you know, it is what it is.
Both should have got another year, but yeah.
Yes, if one's gone, the other must be gone, in my opinion. I mean, Mike, how you feel about that?
It's true, bro. It's only fair. Like if you're gonna keep one of them, I feel like you got to keep both of them. If you're gonna move on from one, you might as well clean house and get both of them out of there. Yeah, because it'll be wrong again to attach a new head coach to a GM. What if he doesn't like that GM, for example?
Yeah, 100%, bro. And we said that. I think either I said that with Cheeto or whatever show, man. There's been a bunch of shows back to back at this point. But shout out Gerard Pope. But you know, I said, bro, at this point, like you think about Vrabel, right? Just think about his situation with the Titans. Reports, bro, he told the Titans 2 years ago that the GM that they just fired, he said, I don't want to work with that GM. I don't think he's ready to be a GM. The organization said, I don't care what you're talking about. Fired Vrabel instead of the GM, right? Chose him. And then fired the same dude a year later, bro.
Now, that was the same dude that traded AJ Brown and shit like that, right?
Look at the predicament. Look at the predicament. You cannot do that, bro. I just think if you have, like, especially if you're trying to get a Ben Johnson, you can't have no motherfucking GM here already. You got to give him his choice. He has to have his choice.
Yeah.
Shout out L11, man, in the building, bro. Always tapping in. Billy Davis. TRS, bro, at this point. What's going on? Chris 4 Raiders, man. What's going on with my dog, man? Shout out to you. Sun Goddess in the building as well, man. One of the Twitter dogs, man. Trey in the building. What up, Raider Trey, man? What's going on, bro? What's the deal?
For those of you that watch BTB, that's Eddie Kane right there.
Yeah, bro. One of the dogs, man. Jeffrey Gaines, man. What's going on with you, bro? How you doing today? Hope everybody good. If you in Cali, hope you doing well, man. Prayers to everybody that's near, you know, what's going on over there in Altadena and all that, man. You already know.
New York in the building.
Yeah. Oh, hey, man. Hold up. We got some more people in the building. Golly, it's going in. What's going on? Fear in the building. I see Jay Boulevard in the building. What's going on, bro? What's the deal? Man, it's hella y'all in here, man. I can't get to hella y'all, but y'all already know it's much love, ready love, cross whatever it is, bro. But let's go ahead, let's get into it, right? And we're gonna go ahead and bring up the graphics as well, bro, because you know how we got to get it down. We got to get funky. As always, bro, like we say, shout out to Raiders Resistance for the graphics, man. As always, go ahead, give them a follow. But
bro, you going in?
Yeah. But like we saying, bro, Tom Telesco gone, right? So initial reactions, bro. I know y'all probably heard the news way earlier than I did, bro. I was at a motherfucking baby appointment. I was chilling, bro.
But where you was at, yeah.
Dog, when y'all was in the chat, I had no idea what happened, bro. I'm literally just I'm chilling. Bro, all of them in our little TRS chat, bro. They over there, it's like doom and gloom. You feel what I'm saying? They like, fuck this team, whatever the case. I'm done with this shit. But we've been saying that for a couple of days, so it's like it is what it is, bro. But yeah, dog, that shit's wild, bro. So I was stunned. I mean, what was y'all initial reactions, bro?
Bro, I was happy. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was happy as shit.
You were?
Yeah. Hell yeah. All these people were victory lapping and parading about AP getting fired when he got done dirty. It's like, hey, bro, we can't have no snakes in the grass, bro.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, Buddy distanced himself from AP towards the end right there. That's why in that one presser after that post-game presser against the Jags, AP, if you notice when they asked about the QB position, he said, "Ask Telesco."
Yeah.
We don't got to ask him no more, unfortunately.
Yeah, for real.
And shout out FBA G Code, man. He said Telesco drafted good, but the fact he not willing to trade up and have a sense of urgency to get the roster competitive, he had to go. That's 100%.
Auto draft. That's one thing
100%. You said, yeah, auto draft. And bro, I continue to look at the, even the positions that he failed to acquire, bro. Running back. Never liked none of the signings and what he did there, bro. I said it from the jump. Quarterback. Didn't like that. Corners, right? Didn't like that. We said it from the and we can go on and on about the D-line depth, all that shit, bro. We said a multitude of things. I'm sure Mike and Corey did on BTB too, bro, where we were like, all right, bro, this roster got some holes and they're glaring. So what are we gonna do to kind of fix that? And he did nothing to really do that.
Yeah.
Did nothing to really do that, bro. But what about you, Cheeto? I mean, what was your initial reaction, bro?
I was not expecting nothing Raider today, bro. In my mind, today was Notre Dame day. Just chill, get my work done, and then boom, it just popped off. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. And then in my mind, everything just kept turning like, man, Brady is taking over this bitch. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, he's taking over. Yeah. Like, they're gonna, then we said it too, right? If you're gonna fire AP, then you just might as well blow the whole thing up at this point. Blow the whole thing up. Let's start over. Let's get this going, and then we'll see from there. Yeah. So I'm with it.
now look, 831. I see. I mean, I don't know if you're frustrated or not, but regardless of it, right? It's just the simple fact of this. And I think Vinny Bonsignor tweeted it too, bro. But I'm sure all of us, we didn't already said it too, because it's simple math when it comes to football. You need your head coach and your GM to have some type of cohesion, bro. They need to, and Drake for show in the building, man. They need to have cohesion. They need to either come in together. More than likely, they need to come in together. Real shit. Because at that point, bro, the roles are clear. Then at that, it's probably they probably either even know each other at some points, right? Like, I mean, if they coming in together and they both got some little tracks to be hired together, they probably know each other. That's what Harbaugh just did with the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken. What I don't know. I don't know the GM right now, but for the Chargers, I forget his name, and his name eludes me. But I know that's his homie. I know they was homies. So at the end of the day, bro, like that's just what the NFL is, bro. Like you gotta hire the homie. That's just basically what it is.
Yeah, it's almost like a regular job, bro. Where it's like, would you rather work with a dude that's good at the job, but you don't know him, or your boy that you know is really good at the job too, and you know what, you all are on the same wavelength. You feel me? Like y'all are a unit. Y'all got the chemistry and y'all are willing to work together. And there's no issue. Right.
So, I mean, this must mean that Tom Brady has a huge influence, way bigger than maybe we even thought, right? Like that he's going to come in here and he's probably making these decisions, or not even making these decisions, but he's one of the driving force, I would say, man. Shout out Prez, man, in the building, man. Shout out. But one of the driving forces, bro. I mean, so far, I'm not mad at the candidates we've looked at, and I'm not mad at the moves we've done. Right now, now the way that AP was paraded out there, I said I didn't fuck with that. Right, like it is what it is. I already said I didn't fuck with that, and it was fishy to me, bro, that this man didn't come out and give no press conference either after AP was fired. I'm like, usually, bro, when the head coach is fired, the GM gonna come out there if his job is safe or whatever the case, bro. He gonna come out there and give a statement, something to the public. He ain't even say nothing. So that got my antennas perking already, bro. When that happened, but that's just me.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%, bro.
Man, shout out Dominique, man. Keep eye on Spy Take from Bucks and Agnew from Lions. Now,
okay,
if we can acquire. If the Lions one is on the radar, man, then the dots are connecting, bro. And hey, I'll come out here and eat all type of crow, bro, because I didn't think this man Ben Johnson wanted to touch us with no 10-foot pole. But if Brady can swing it,
hey man, that's that Brady effect, bro. That's that Brady effect. that even though he may not be a well-known or have an experience in the front office, bro, he's still well respected in the game of football, bro. That let's not get it twisted. That's the GOAT, bro. Even though I get it, Raider fans, Raider Nation, I get it. There's some of us that hate him, but why do we hate Tom Brady? He wasn't. I'd say hate the refs and hate the Patriots in that matter regarding that whole.
To me.
Yeah.
He ain't do nothing to me. I mean, like, I was young when that happened. I'm like, so I don't really have the emotional tie to it now. Like, of course, you know, because of our pops or whatever, we'll be like, oh man, fuck the Patriots, fuck Brady. But then at a certain point, bro, growing up, you feel me? Like, on a certain point growing up, you just gotta give it up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, this motherfucker, he's great. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Especially when he went to the Bucks, bro. Like, what the fuck are we hating on him for now? There's no point. This man won a Super Bowl with 2 teams. I can't hate on that. That's like when motherfuckers hate on LeBron, bro. I'm like, come on now. Come on, dog.
Yeah,
you
bro.
Might not like the way he get down, but
you can't deny the talent, bro. You just can't.
Thank you. You know what I mean? And, you know, I done said it a couple of times. If your boy in Kansas City wasn't there, I'd probably be talking about him more glowingly. I'll say that. If this motherfucker wasn't playing for Kansas City, I'd be talking about him more glowingly. But Chris for Raiders, man, with the super chat, man. Appreciate you, big dog. Much love, much love. Davis told Brady to get our QB, and Telesco was not on board with that and the head coach. Could be. Yeah. I mean, what's your thoughts on that, Mike?
From one thing I do know, I do know around the league, he was known as Coupon Tom. So he's very cheap when it comes to trading up. Like, I think only once he ever traded up, and it was a trade back up, I think, for a linebacker, like in the middle of the round. Right. It wasn't even for the top of the draft. So that's why it's a little interesting. But yeah, maybe it could be that they told him, hey, we need a quarterback. We got to get up and get one. And maybe he just wasn't having it, or he was feeling a little bothered about the asking price because he knows it's going to be a hefty price to move up. Not as crazy as what teams were asking for last year from 13 to 1 or 2, but from 6 to 1 or 2, I feel like that's attainable. Like, that's something that it's like it's going to be a little pricey, but hey, man, scared money don't make no money. You got to do what you got to do. You got to get the quarterback.
100 motherfucking %. 100 motherfucking %. There is not. We cannot afford to sit on our hands, right? Like, if we hold up, my dog is back. What's going on? But we cannot afford to sit on our hands, right? Can't afford to sit on our hands. And before I rant and ramble, because I have, you know what? I decided to come on here and actually come and make football sense, right? So I got some names as well that I'd like us to pursue when it comes to that. And I believe Dominique said one of them when it comes to the Agnew from Detroit, because obvious ties. But before I do that, Cheeto, I mean, continue on, bro. How do you feel about Tom Brady's influence right now as far as what we're seeing the organization do? How do you feel the direction it's going?
Man, I don't know what to think, because I get he played. He's the GOAT, 7 rings, all that stuff. You got to respect him as a player. But it's a little different on this side of the field, you know? You can't say that all GOATs are going to be great. I mean, look at MJ. Michael Jordan, he did horrible as a general manager in basketball, bro. I mean, he's either going to be MJ or Jerry West. You got to pick one or the other. Well, so as far as who they're going to bring, who he wants to do, I don't know. The only thing I know is that I'm afraid of is him pulling like a John Elway top John Lynch thing, where there is no GM really, and it's just him and the coach, and they're working it out that way, depending on who he brings in. But I mean, that would be a big, I don't know, because that fool he's new to the job. So we're gonna go in and new again.
You just don't know what to expect.
Someone experience, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know what
you just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I get that 100%. Now, when the John Lynch thing, you could say like it worked technically, like these motherfuckers that went to Super Bowl, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like so you could technically say that works, but then there are other cases where you're like, yeah, this did not work. I would think, like, from the standpoint, me personally, what I think is happening is, all right, Brady's making these decisions where it comes to, I'm going to put so-and-so in place, but I'm going to put you in place to now where these motherfuckers can do their jobs, right? Like, these are functioning people that can actually come in here and be consistent and do their actual jobs. Yeah. Now, if it's what you're talking about, Cheeto, now I'm kind of against that. I'm not really with that. That's too much. That's too many wires crossing, bro. Too many chefs in the kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? Roles need to be strict, and everybody needs to play their part in the mission. And that's just where it has to be. I mean, but where do you think it's going, Mike, off of that?
Shoot, the direction of the team, I would say, honestly, if we go with, like, let's say a Ben Johnson, I could definitely see, like you were saying, Agnew. I feel like that would be more than likely the common sense or the no-brainer pickup, or even the dude from Tampa. I believe he has ties to him too. Spytek. Right. I think that's how you say his name.
Is that his name? Sure. Spytek? I believe that's his name. I gotta look at that.
Cool as that.
But that'd be okay. I mean, either way, bro, synergy is what's needed right now, right? Like synergy is what's needed. So I got some names for y'all. I mean, y'all could this is just initial research, right? Mm-hmm. So number one, definitely the Agnew from Detroit, right? That's an obvious one, because if you're talking about getting Ben Johnson, then you probably want to talk about getting a guy that he's familiar with, and plus he's the right-hand man of the GM right now. So at that point, you want to grab that. You know what I mean? That GM obviously has spotted talent. They've acquired that through the draft. They got in the right free agents, whatever the case. I like that. So boom from there. Next person I just saw right there, bro. Hold on. Next person. I for me, bro, it's gonna shock some, not even shock some, but it's gonna make people shudder. But it is what it is, bro. One of these Chiefs motherfuckers up in here, I might take. I ain't gonna lie. Because they got two dudes that I might fuck around and grab. They got a dude that's a senior director of player personnel, and then they got a assistant GM that's working with the dudes right now. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, I know we hate the Chiefs and all that other shit, but the way they operate and the way they move,
they've been running good, bro. They draft goods, free agents.
They run a clean operation, man. They run a clean operation.
Yeah.
So I can't fault nothing, whatever they do right there, bro. So they run some smooth shit right there. Next motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think this shit is real simple. And that is this dude from the Eagles. And him over there, Alec Halaby or Halaby. I don't know how to say Halaby or whatever the case, bro. But he's been working with Howie Roseman. You feel what I'm saying? Hand to step. Any motherfucker from the Eagles, I'm with. You feel what I'm saying? Like if he under Howie Roseman, I'm with that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just plucking from anything right there, bro. Any one of these good teams. But how y'all feeling?
Yeah. I think it depends on who we're trying to get in as coach and what they want to, Right. Especially if we really want Ben. We talked about Ben, what it's going to cost to get Ben. Want a lot of money, and you got to give him what he wants. And if he wants to come in with his GM, like at that point, you're like, all right, who you going to bring? So to me, it's going to be like who he wants. And I know Pete Carroll's name came up a lot. I didn't like maybe so much as a coach because he's older. But I wouldn't mind him maybe going into that GM mode, bro. This last year, he was an advisor at Seattle. And he did a lot of the drafting and scout evaluation for that Seattle Seahawks team when he was a coach.
Oh, yeah.
So he definitely got eyes for talent when it comes to that.
He's a great talent evaluator. I can definitely say that.
I was going to say, I know USC is going to love that one.
I love that.
Oh, wait, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
As a GM, I'd love to have Pete, but honestly, I feel like Pete need to come home. He need to come to SC. He need to come help turn us up over there, bro. I think that's what's gotta happen.
Shout out to Jay Boulevard for becoming a member, man. Much love to you, bro. I appreciate that 1,000%. But yeah, you did say that before. That I think that would be a fire move if he did that. I really think and the way he coaches, I think he would connect with the college kids hella.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He has that connection still, even if he's older.
Bro, honestly, bro, when it comes to this GMs, when it comes to hiring these GMs, bro, it's about connections. One, like, okay, what's the coach? What's gonna happen? But honestly, like, yeah, bro. But if you're just plucking, like, if you're just taking somebody from shit, I'm taking somebody from the teams that I see draft the best, like the fucking Rams, the Ravens. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking dudes from them.
Eagles,
The Eagles, you know what I mean? Like I'm the Chiefs. Even I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, and this the thing: Detroit. The Chiefs don't even draft. Detroit drafts hella good, bro. Detroit drafts hella good. They really built their whole shit on the draft, honestly. So any of these guys, I'm with. But does the head coach get hired first, or does the GM get hired first? Like, what's the deal with that?
I feel like in this situation, because based on the names that we're looking at, I feel like it might be possibly either the coach first or same time hire.
Like we did Ziegler and McDaniels, like at the same time.
Something like that. Yeah, I feel like they might, just so that they could hit the ball running, hit the ground running, and get started on this process and whatever they need to do to get their quarterback and build this team.
Right.
I think so. Yeah, I think. I mean, just depending on who we get would be, would kind of be an indicator on what direction we're gonna go. Is it gonna be kind of veteran quarterback? Is it gonna be draft? Which I think honestly is draft, bro.
We got to draft. Even if we get a veteran, we got to draft. We still got to.
Regardless of how it is, bro. Regardless, but then it's like when you draft, it's talking like, because then they'll fuck around and tell you like, yeah, we're gonna draft a quarterback, but they ain't telling you which round.
Right.
Round, bro. They'll just say they'll draft a quarterback. It's real vague, bro. So at this point, I think that direction needs to be clear. Because if it's like
even last year, bro, I wouldn't have minded if Tom Telesco would have drafted one, even if it wasn't in the first. If he didn't trade up, there were still in the later rounds. He could have took one.
Now this is where we need an aggressive GM that will get us what we need. Now this is the question, because all of y'all, because we getting froggy now. It's time to put the cards on the table, Leo. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Them picks, you're gonna have to give them up. That's what it is, bro. Like that's what's gonna have to happen at this point. And it seemed like we starting to understand that. So I mean, I kind of know how Mike feel already, man. But let us know, man. Let us know what you doing, bro. Are you cool with them? If they're like, all right, well, we trading these picks. That's what's gonna happen.
So, yeah, I feel like honestly, with the candidates that we're bringing in, like for the head coaching process, these offensive minds, there's got to be a reason why they wanted to mess with us and pull up to Vegas if they're really interested in this coaching job, because there's other openings that have head coaching. They have quarterbacks. I'm sorry, they have quarterbacks. So it's like if they already got a quarterback in place, you would think that would be the no-brainer spot. But it's like they have to have a proper selling point to really attract these coaches. And in my opinion, that means go all the way to the top and get this new head coach, get this new regime, the quarterback that they want. The quarterback that they're choosing at the top. So I feel like you go all in and you go either hit up Tennessee or Cleveland and you get your quarterback. You do what you got to do.
All right, Leo. Where are you at, bro? Because it's gonna get that time, bro. Where it's gonna have to leave.
It's gonna be tough. I know last draft, I was like, fuck them picks. Because to me, that draft quarterback class was the higher quality, right? This time, top two, you got our boy, and then you got Cam also. So we are at 6, so it makes it a little easier. You don't have to trade up as much, because from 13 up there was a big jump, bro. But if that's what we're gonna do, if that's what we need, then I'm all for it, bro. As long as it's going to end up in a good result for us and we're doing it for the right reason. You're not reaching too much, giving up too much, but you're being aggressive to get what your team needs to move forward, bro. Look at our conference, our division. You need a fucking quarterback in this division, bro, this conference.
You got to do something. Now, I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to say this on January 9th. If we select Shedeur, whoever the coach, at that point, if you're like, moving up to get Shedeur, I would believe we got one of them good offensive coaches, right? Or if it's Cam Ward. But I believe if it's Shedeur, let's just say that, because he's the motherfucker where you say his name and then some of these people, I can't, like, they fucking hate it. But, right? Still, if we select him, that means 100% Tom got in here and said, I believe this collection of people is going to change this fucking franchise. That's what it meant. Quarterback included. If he moves up to say, I want Shedeur, because we all know his connection with Shedeur already, that means, and we know the winner Tom Brady is, that's what some of y'all like to say, that means he wholeheartedly believes this motherfucker could take us out of the Stone Ages. So when it gets to that point, some of y'all that might be complaining right now, understand. That's what that means. So all that complaining is out the fucking window at that point, bro.
Yeah. Hey, dog, I got to go. I appreciate you for having me today. Have a good show. I'll talk to you guys later. See you later, bro.
Hey, hopefully your team win, bro. Hopefully your team win.
For sure.
Hey, man, but I wasn't planning on going the whole hour, whatever the case, man. Just go ahead and get on here. You feel me? Get to chopping it up with the people real quick. Just get to talking about it. But anything you want to say, man? about what's going on here, football wise, whatever the case, bro, tap in.
Shoot, like I had said earlier, it's a new era, bro, and things are looking positive. The direction of everybody that they're looking at possibly bringing in, it seems like we have actual football minds in charge now that are going to be calling shots, and they know what it takes to possibly build a winning product on the field.
Right.
I'm ready to see that. I'm ready to see that. I'm ready to see us get a franchise quarterback. It's time. It's time, bro.
Yeah, bro. And it's like every year there is the one team every year that boom, they all of a sudden they turn it around, right? Like it does happen, but the pieces have to be in place, and there has to be, once again, the same word we've been using, bro, cohesion. You feel what I'm saying? The pieces have to be in place. I think it can happen, but we just got to see what moves we make. You know what I mean? We just got to see what moves we make, because we could be interviewing all these motherfuckers and somebody say we just go ahead and just sign Patrick Graham and then that's it. So
yeah,
we got to solidify something, right? So I mean, Vrabel, I ain't heard no Vrabel news, but I'm expecting to hear some Vrabel news soon, because I know he had his interview today.
Yeah, he did.
So
I think tomorrow they're gonna actually interview Ben Johnson in the morning, but I feel like that's probably, once that happens, I think we'll see things get wrapped up pretty soon. And I think it's a little bit interesting that everybody says Vrabel and Tom Brady are real good homies and stuff. I noticed we didn't submit a request to interview Vrabel, even though he's been linked to the team and all that. That's a little bit telling, if you ask me, man.
You right.
That's really telling.
You right. It is. It is definitely. And see, I'm trying to look because I do believe, though, as well, we did just schedule something with Aaron Glenn. Like something got scheduled, stamped down.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to look for that. But you're right, that is a telling sign, bro. 100% that's a telling sign.
Yeah, because to a lot of people, Vrabel sounded like the obvious choice if we were going to move off with AP. But it's very telling that he's not even on the list.
That is true. That is true. He's not on the list right now. As of right now. Now, is that because maybe, he already knows, like, he's probably going to take that shit. You know what I mean? Like, because he is tapped in with Robert Kraft. So is that kind of maybe Brady saying, like, let's not waste your time, bro? You know
I'm not saying that he did, but I'm sure there's a good chance he probably got a text already, got a heads up. I'm not sure what guy, but somebody might already let him know, like, yeah, bro, don't even worry. Don't even bother.
Yeah, 100%. And no, we're not, and that's the thing. I don't care about the Patriot ties. I know everybody's gonna say, like, oh my God, he's a big Patriot. Me personally, when I've always went to bat for saying I wanted Vrabel, I didn't even give a fuck about him being a Patriot. it's just a simple fact he's a good coach. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's a good, experienced coach. But I do think he's gonna go to New England. Now, this is the thing. We got it Friday. So so we got both of them tomorrow. That's Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn tomorrow.
Yep.
Now, what if the situation was this, right? What if, and we're Friday night. We at night. You know what I'm saying? We ending the day off. So that's interesting. Nightcap type shit. But what if it's a situation where Aaron Glenn was the guy and we still got the GM from the Lions, Agnew? How would you feel about that?
Honestly, I'd be happy with that too. I feel like he's a real good coach. He also is really good from what I've seen and heard, communicating wise and building that chemistry with his players. So I feel like that's definitely good to have to build a culture. Somebody that can actually really vibe with the locker room and build that culture. I feel like still, even if we were to bring Aaron Glenn in, like, he knows what it takes to win. I feel like he'd be willing to go up and get a quarterback too, even.
Yeah, I think he would still go up and get it because he knows. I mean, and he's, let's just keep it a bean. He's a black head coach, so you got to have a quarterback. Number one, number two, something I read about him while just kind of doing some research, bro. He was a former scout, so I like kind of my head coaches having that little. If he would be the head coach, I like him having that background of being a scout and knowing what he's looking for in the players. Because you got to think, bro, is he not instrumental in saying I kind of want some of these defensive players that they've drafted over there as well?
I feel like he definitely would play a big part because it would make sense if you're trying to build like a winning product and a winning culture and a great defense. Like it would make sense to ask like the main guy that's in charge of the defense, like, hey, bro,
What do you want? Yeah.
What do you want? Like what are you missing? What do you feel this team needs that will make it more complete?
There's one for he don't want him. But I don't know. I think he would be a good leader. You know what I mean? And he's already on the defense, so that's that side. But and he has connections. He's been in the league for a minute, player, coach. He'll be able to get an offensive coordinator. He has connections. But Dixon makes another good point. Everyone says Ben Johnson to the Bears. He's going to go to a Lions division rival. I think
he would.
Go ahead.
I don't think he would do that. I feel like he got too much love for Detroit. I feel like he'd want to get out of the division.
Yeah, bro. It's not even that. And I do think it's that. I think he has too much love, too much respect, maybe for Dan Campbell, and at the same time, I think Jacksonville is the place that he probably ends up. It just
who Ben?
I don't know why. I think he might go to Jacksonville.
You're saying Ben Johnson?
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't know. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I feel like there's a good chance that the fact that he even was willing to accept the interview with us, I feel like.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But I'm not holding my breath because I some reason, bro, I feel like he would go somewhere that has a quarterback already, unless he's very confident, because you know what that would mean too, right? Like if he was to accept this job and we was to move up, that would mean he is very confident in the skills of either Shador or Cam Ward. And either at that point, that means like, okay, he probably already knows I like these motherfuckers right here. You know what I mean? Like I could do something with them.
Yeah.
We definitely know the plan. So there would be that.
Yeah. One name and also because it'll be interesting besides that, obviously he's offensive mind. We're looking forward to the offense, but who do you think he would bring in? If we brought in a Ben Johnson as our head coach, who do you think would be his potential defensive coordinator?
See, that's the thing, because he hasn't really been too many places. So I don't know how many like people he knows. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how many people he knows. I don't know that many connections. He's only been really with Detroit and Miami for a little bit. So that would be a toss-up. You can't really connect anybody to him like that, except Detroit people.
Yeah, I feel like he may even be willing to like reach out to somebody else, just another talented coach.
I will hope.
Be a part of this. And one name I would love to see join up with him is Robert Saleh, who we actually have on the list of candidates that we're interviewing as well.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think that right there is it is a head coaching interview, but like it's more of like a test of water type of shit, where it's like,
who knows? He may wow the committee. You never know, bro.
That might be crazy. I don't know. He wouldn't be the top of my list. Just me. I would be like, hey, bro, I feel like it's some shit where they testing like, so we might hire this so and so over here. So how would you feel about coming over here if so and so was the head coach? You know what I mean? Like maybe something like that. Because I know the Niners already. He probably got the Niners job in his back pocket. If you talking about DC job, that's always in the back. He can go back whenever, for real.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I mean, who knows? Maybe Ben Johnson also, besides Detroit, I'm sure he has ties to other coaches in the league as well. You can make something happen.
He could, and that's probably where we would have to. I probably had to do some digging, and somebody had to do some digging. Like, where's his connections at? Like, you know what I mean? Where besides Detroit and all these other people, what other coaches can we connect that maybe if he gets hired, how's he gonna build this staff? What's the staff look like? Because that would be kind of my concern with him too. Like, can he build a quality staff?
Yeah. What's it called? Another name besides Ben Johnson that seems interesting, who also works with a great organization and obviously a really great quarterback run team, is Todd Monken over at Baltimore. That's another name that's a dark horse pick in my opinion.
That name is resonating. Yeah, that's my dark horse too. I ain't gonna lie. Now I like, I know everybody like Mo is, talking about Liam Cohen, and a lot of people are talking about Liam Cohen, but we haven't requested the interview yet. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, It's possible he still may get reached out to and stuff. I think it's just because right now he's I believe he's in the they're getting ready for a game, so they probably don't want to reach out right now. Just they want to wait because Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn actually have a bye week this week, so they were able to do a virtual interview. No worries.
Todd Monken ain't got no bye week.
Oh no, he don't.
Nah, he playing this. He playing.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're just he's trying to really focus because he got a tough task at hand, bro. He got Jaden this week.
That is true. Shout out Dominique because Monken is his guy. He likes Monken, man. He been talking about him for a minute. He got me on the train.
Yeah.
So we on. I would take Monken because I like what he's done with them offenses, bro. I mean, what he's done with every offense damn near since he did some shit with Cleveland, with Nick Chubb and Baker Mayfield. He did some shit with them. He did some shit even before that. Like, he's had a long ass history of having successful ass offenses, bro. Long history.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by Todd Monken as our head coach. The one thing I found interesting, I've seen a few tweets earlier in the day talking about if we bring in Todd Monken, that means there's a good chance we bring in Jalen Milroe. I don't know if that's very true. Just because I get it, people make that comparison to him and Lamar, but Lamar's a much better passer. Lamar's a much better.
I'll tell you this: if we do that, then I'd say Cam Moore is definitely in play.
That's what I was thinking too. I would say if we bring in Tom Monken, I could see him wanting to mess with a Cam Ward. Pause. But
that's his type of quarterback, bro. Like like when you've looked at all the quarterbacks he's worked with in the past, right? Like it's that type of archetype, the little mobile, can move around, creativity type of quarterbacks. He's messed with those. I mean, so I think he'll do very well with a guy like Cam Ward, especially having Brock Bowers already, right? And he'll already know what to do with Brock Bowers. I think he'll be in heaven because this motherfucker have Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer, and I think he'll know what to do with both of them. So we just need to get him a running back. You know what I mean? Now, the only thing that, I got mad at Monken last year with the Ravens because his ass didn't run the ball against the Chiefs. That pissed me off. It made me mad. So hopefully he learned from his mistakes this year. Let's say that.
Yeah, hopefully
he learned from his mistakes, man. But we're going to go ahead and get ready to get on out of here because I know that game is about to come on. And I already know people up in here ready to go watch that game. That's why I wanted to go ahead live before the game. So get this out the way. And get to because Penn State playing, right? Yeah, we gotta watch Drew Aller. We gotta see that.
Yeah, he might be. If he enters the draft, I feel like that's a future New York Giant right there.
Yeah,
I think that's a New York Giant.
I'm not gonna lie. I do hope he enters the draft because they will take him in a heartbeat. They'll take him in a heartbeat. That's their type of guy.
Yeah, that's a Joe Schoen type pick.
Oh, 100%. And you telling me they keeping Dayball and they keeping They keeping the GM. Honestly, like you just said, bro. Yeah, it's a wrap.
I expected them to get fired before our regime did.
I said that already, bro. I'm like, there's no way that the Giants regime can keep their jobs and our people are in question, bro. That shit's wild. But hey, it might work out for the better for us, though. It actually might work out for the better. So, I mean, still shout out AP, appreciate what he did for at least instilling some type of fire in when he did. Because when he came in, bro, we was down in the dumps. Everybody can talk all that shit, bro, but, he came in and instilled some more fire, at least for a little bit. So, shout out to AP for that, bro. But anything else you want to say before we go on out of here, man?
Man, just hopefully we bring in some more candidates. Hopefully there's some names that we are intrigued by and we actually would really be interested in. And hopefully as soon as we figure that out, we get the ball rolling.
There's only one name I don't like, and that's Spagnuolo. That's it. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think he's going to leave the Chiefs, though. He's in a good situation over there. I feel like he might stay.
Me neither. That's pretty much the only name I don't like. Other than that, Salah, if you serious about head coach and shit, then yeah, Salah is one I'm not really too keen on either. But other than that, everybody else, A+ so far. So let's hope that's it. If they add to the pot, then we'll see. Of course, we'll go live. At some point, we're gonna be doing some draft content. Whenever they figure out who the coach is, we're gonna do some draft content. We'll figure that shit out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Either I'll pull up on your show or you already know you're more than welcome on BTB, bro.
Hey, regardless of it, bro, you already know how I go. Either way, man, we'll get it in. Oh damn, yeah, camera over here fucking up. But either way, that means it's time to get up out of here. But peace out, everybody. Appreciate everybody. Much love. And you already know what we say here on the Rundown, man. We keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground here on the Radio Rundown, man. Be safe. Much love. See you tomorrow. Peace.